Dairy-free chocolate mousse, Richo. I bet you thought it couldn't be done, but I'm going to show you a really easy version.
I'm looking forward to this.
Wonderful. So we're going to use some coconut cream, and this is really delicious stuff that I've put in the fridge overnight so that it's separated. The water's at the bottom and all the delicious thick stuff is at the top. So you can start separating it too. So you can see there's a tiny bit of water at the bottom, Richo, and that's the stuff we don't want in here.
It's about 1/10, so it's not much, but we'll keep this for a curry or something we make later on.
Correct. No wastage. But you can see this is slightly grey, Richo, but this is the unbleached natural coconut cream. So it's beautiful, creamy, coconutty flavour. This is a beautiful summer dessert.
Loving it.
But it looks slightly grey because it's a natural version.
I'm thinking summertime with the beach, all those sorts of things, yeah.
Yes, if you ever were invited to my home for a barbecue, I might make this for you, Richo.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If I'm that lucky.
If you're that lucky. One day it might happen. But I'm going to sift this in. Let's do this the quick way. So you have to shake your whole body.
Is there an earthquake?
That's how I tend to do it at home. But the icing sugar's getting sifted in, so we've got a nice texture. And then, Richo, it's payback time. Now, you know that I've got now a bicep injury thanks to all the things you've put me through. And Richo's going to whisk this so it's nice and thick, please, lots of air through it. We're trying to make a mousse.
Mousse?
A mousse, yes. And I think people, Richo, get really confused with dairy, why you can't have it. If you're lactose intolerant, you might be able to have smaller amounts of dairy, so you have a different threshold, perhaps, to me when it comes to dairy. But some people are truly allergic, can't have any of it and have an anaphylactic reaction. But it's really important to know that there's an allergy and there's an intolerance, completely different things. Do you think that's adequate, Chef?
That's nice and fluffy.
Perfect. I'm going to take this out for serving.
OK. You'll find if you add cocoa to something that's been aerated, cocoa will knock the air out of it. But because this coconut is nice and thick, it won't knock it out at all. It will just whisk up beautifully.
Look at this. How easy is this?
I'm loving it.
Dairy-free chocolate mousse.
I'm thinking, is there enough sugar in here to make it sweet enough?
There's enough. It might not be very sweet, but I'm going to add sweetness with the fruit. That beautiful ripe mango you've got and that passion fruit pulp.
Gotcha.
Now, we, Richo, are going to pop this into beautiful jars.
OK. Now, I'll just pop it like this with a spatula.
Wonderful.
There we go.
I'll leave that to Richo. Yeah, let's see. Oh, nice.
Is that what you're looking for?
That's exactly what I'm looking for. And don't fill it to the top, please, because I want to put lots of fruit on top. That's perfect, Richo. So we're going to go and fill the rest of these jars and we're going to put lots of glorious stuff on top.
I think there's less we and more I.
Correct. Look at these, Richo. Don't they look delightful?
Almost like a real mousse.
Almost like a real mousse. I love it. It was kind of a compliment from you, but not really. So, Richo, I'm putting a tiny bit of this coconut cream that I reserved earlier on top.
And I'm dicing up the mangoes. And
I love mango.
You've chosen some beautiful mangoes. These are Kensington Prides. They're grown in the tropics. And we want to shout out to all of the people growing mangoes because it's grown in one of the hottest places. It's humid. And they're catching all these mangoes, and the sap from the mango is really dangerous. So
is it?
It's acidic, so they're wearing overalls in this heat just so we can have the most delicious mangoes on the planet.
And we love mangoes, and Australian mangoes, I think, are the best mangoes.
Of course. There's no doubt. The sweetness and the sourness that you get, fantastic.
Love it. How easy are those, Richo? No overnight prep required, really, other than putting cans in the fridge, which, you know, I don't think that's a huge task.
What I'm going to think about doing from now on is keeping my coconut cream in the fridge, just in case I need to make this dessert.
There you go. Quick, easy peasy, and very friendly for people with food allergies. Try that, Richo. Go on.
OK, I'm going to chuck into this one.
Beautiful. You've got the fresh fruit on top, chocolate mousse at the bottom, dairy-free mousse. Is it sweet enough for you, Richo?
You know, I would put a little bit more sugar in it, but you don't need to because it's bang on the way it is.
You don't need to. I think you're a convert.
Just a little bit.